In the game, it's the New Orleans Saints and the Miami Dolphins, and it's all up next.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 46, here's second down and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 3rd and 6.
What now?
Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Later 9.
Kamara up the middle. Stays on his feet. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. Locates Kamara on the out route. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 36 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023, now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The number one thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
All right, come on. 32 stinger.
Once again, it's Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as he gets this up past the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Get set.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get safe. Go ahead. 21G. Get on.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, let's go. Hey, cover one.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He's right, snow.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now 2nd and 3.
Fine. Scott. Out.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ready,
On first down, they go with Mostert again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and a couple.
Go ahead. TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Turbo one. Out.
Here's Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey.
Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Ready. Turbo 3, kick.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
First down catch there by Waddle. He continues to be an explosive and reliable playmaker for the Dolphins. He recorded his 3rd straight 1,000-yard season in as many years, and he probably put up even stronger numbers if he weren't in the same room with arguably the best receiver in the NFL, one Tyreek Hill.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Ready, shot.
Looking to pass. Tua steps away. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Ready. Cover 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Ready. Hey, cover 2. Cover 2. Out.
Mostert will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a
Still
pretty
first down.
good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Caught. It's Wilson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
We're good.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Carr to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This 2nd and 4.
Hey, 21 TA, ready. Out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tua going to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Long. All right. Watch it, Oscar. Hey.
Tua to throw again. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 68 yards rushing for him now.
Executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
All right. Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Shoves him away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 5.
What now?
Again, it's Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Groupie for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
All right, come on.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
And a nice pickup there by Mostert, a sizable gain. And he's coming off a monster season a year ago. Not only did he rush for over 1,000 yards for the first time in his career, but he also scored a league-leading 18 touchdowns on the ground.
Ice jam! Ice jam!
Hill going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Go ahead. Ready, Shaq?
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On 1st down, back to Achane.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
right at the 30.
And he'll start with a give to Kamara. Broken tackle. Still fighting for more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run it again with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
From midfield, here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They're right here.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 9.
Go ahead. Scat. Turbo 1. Hut.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
Sanders' kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 24-21, a minute 56 to go.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Carr to throw. It's complete. Kamara.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
We're good.
Throwing his Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Carr. Connecting with Hill. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
One down.
Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The point after, good by Groupie.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.